Hi, welcome to GeoVision video tutorial. I'm Steven. The topic today is GV-SNVR or standalone NVR. Here is the outline of our video tutorial. The goal of this video tutorial is we hope to accomplish that you can have a better overall understanding of our SNVRs. We will start with a brief introductions of the SNVR. Then we'll go through the features of our standalone NVRs. Then we will do some live demoing about the SNVR's features. Lastly, we will have an FAQ sections which contains our mostly asked questions about our SNVR. At the end, we will have an appendix. The goal of this video tutorial is to help you understand different models of our SNVR and have knowledge on SNVR's restrictions and how to add cameras to our SNVR and how to play back the footage recorded in SNVR. Now on to introduction of our SNVR. The GV-SNVR is a standalone device which receives video source from IP cameras and provides live view, playback, and remote services for surveillance purposes. This is the overall network structure of 4-channel SNVR. The IP cameras and the 4-channel SNVR are in the same LAN. You can use web browser or mobile devices to view the live video of 4-channel SNVR over WAN. The same scenario applies to 16-channel SNVR as well. The IP cameras and the 16-channel SNVR are in the same LAN. You can use web browser, mobile devices, for example smartphones or tablets, to view the live video of 16-channel SNVR as well. Here is the abbreviation of the SNVR model number. The first and second digit stands for the number of ports. For example, 04 stands for 4 ports and 16 stands for 16 ports. As for the third and fourth digits, they are reserved. So the hardware spec of 4-channel SNVR, we can see the front view on the left hand side, the rear view on the right hand side. We'll start with the front view. You can see the 2 USB ports, an audio output, also the indicators for power HDD and HDD error. On the rear view, on the right hand side, you can see the network LAN port, the power plug, HDMI output, and 2 USB ports. Also the low default. The detailed spec of 4-channel SNVR is HDMI output only, no VGA video output. You can only install single hard disk on 4-channel SNVR. Max capacity is 4 terabytes. You can use GV joystick V2 to control the PTZ cameras. Only 1 gigabit LAN port on the back. No PoE functions. There are 4 USB ports which you can perform firmware upgrades, import or export settings, save snapshots, export footage to AVI files. You can also use them for USB keyboard and mouse. There's a low default button on the back which you need to hold 10 to 15 seconds to reset 4-channel SNVR back to factory settings. Here is the front view of the 16-channel SNVR. On the most left hand side is the power button. Next to it you can see 5 indicators, which is ready indicator, the HDD status indicator, the HDD fail indicator, and the WAN and LAN indicators. The rear view of 16-channel SNVR. On the left hand side you can see the speaker output, the headphone output. The microphone input is invalid. You can use VGA output or HDMI output. There's a WAN port, LAN port, and 4 USB ports. There's also a button to load default. Going into detail for the 16-channel SNVR, there are VGA and HDMI outputs, and you can install up to 4 hard disks on the 16-channel SNVR, so the max capacity would be 16 terabytes. You can use GV joystick V2 for the PTZ cameras. There are 2 gigabit ports, one for LAN, another for WAN. No PoE functions. The 4 USB ports, you can perform firmware upgrades, import or export settings. You can save snapshots, export footage to AVI files, or you can use them for USB keyboard and mouse. There's also a low default button on the back. Another thing is the 16-channel SNVR can be rack mountable. There's a bundle package for the 4-channel SNVR. The package consists of 4-port PoE switch, 4 target cameras, and 4-channel SNVR. The target cameras you can pick from box type, bullet type, or dome type. Here are some restrictions of the functionality of SNVR. First, there is no PSIA, RTSP, or ONVIF support. Second, it doesn't do video analytics. Third, there's no post support. Fourth, no I/O support, since there are no hardware I/O ports on the SNVR. And the last one, no IFS driver, so you cannot take the hard disk and play back the footage on a Windows PC. Here are some devices not supported in SNVR. For example, BX110, Beta110, MFD110, FE110, PT110D, PTZ10D, SD10, or SD200. These cameras are mostly deprecated, so they are not supported. And all fisheye cameras are not supported in SNVR. The other devices is compact DVR and video servers are not supported in SNVR. Now on to the features of 4-channel SNVR. It's max 4 channels for the 4-channel SNVR, of course. Only support GeoVision IP cameras. No video servers or compact DVR. The max resolution is 2 megapixels. The footage is recorded in GeoVision H.264 format. The cameras need to be dual streaming, so there will be less burden on the SNVR. You can use web browsers for remote viewing. It supports up to 9 languages. The total remote per channel connection for the 4-channel SNVR is 10. The feature of 16-channel SNVR, of course, it's for max 16 channels. Only GV IP cameras supported, so no video server or compact DVR. The max resolution is also 2 megapixels. The footage is recorded in H.264 format. Cameras needs to be dual streaming, so there will be less burden. There is a one-way audio, just like the 4-channel. You can use a web browser to remote view. Support 9 languages as well. For 16-channel SNVR, the total remote per channel connection is 34. Here are the comparison chart of 4-channel and 16-channel SNVR. The number of IP cameras for 4-channel is 4. For 16-channel is 16 cameras. They don't do fisheye dewarp. And post and video analytics is not supported. You can add PTZ cameras to both of these models, and they can operate with GV joystick V2. For I/O functions, since they don't have hardware I/O ports, so I/O is not supported. For 4-channel and 16-channel SNVR, they all support one-way audio, so you can have audio on the 4 and 16-channel SNVR. For remote viewing, you can use web browsers, or you can use our GVI mobile app on iOS devices or Android platforms. Continuing with the chart, both 4-channel and 16-channel SNVR have HDD status. They also support NTP, which is Network Time Protocol, or Daylight Saving Time. For the DDNS function, you can only use GeoVision DDNS. It's free. You can register at the URL mentioned in the chart. For email notifications, it's mainly for HDD not recording. In case when you forget your password, you can also use email notification to retrieve your password. For the 4-channel and the 16-channel SNVR, they all support on-screen keyboard. The live demo section, which we will present you in a separate video, we will go through the hardware design of 4-channel and 16-channel SNVRs. We will show you their user interface and features, especially how to add the IP camera to SNVR. We will also play back the video footage and then export it as AVI files onto the USB flash drives. Now on to the FAQ section. What would happen if SNVR's lithium battery runs out? The time in SNVR will reset back to year 2010. In this case, you will need to replace the batteries. For 4-channel SNVR, the battery is CR1220. For 16-channel SNVR, the battery is CR2032. Lastly, the appendix. When GVI mobile app connects to SNVR, what functions can we expect? The first one is live view. You can watch the live view. Second one is dual streaming. Third one is PIP, picture in picture. The fourth one is snapshot. If you want to do snapshot on live video, there is no audio in GVI, no PDZ in GVI when connected to SNVR, or no IOs, since IO is not supported on SNVR. Currently, you cannot play back the SNVR footage in GVI mobile app. Alright, I think this is all for this video tutorial. For more detailed information, you can go to our GeoVision website, www.geovision.com.tw. If you want to email us, our email address is support@geovision.com.tw. We thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Until next time, I'm Stephen.